Hola a todos, buenas noches,
Hi
¿cómo
everyone,
están?
good
Maestro, me alegra
evening.
esta
How are you
llamada, me tiene
doing?
súper
Well,
emocionada
this
primero
call
porque
has me
estoy junto a mi
super
amiga,
excited.
queridísima
First of all,
amiga
because
Rachel
I'm next to
Díaz.
my
Y
dearest
segundo porque
friend,
tenemos
Rachel
a un
Diaz.
mega
And second
invitado,
of all, because we
Roberto,
have
del
a
corporativo
super
Lifewave.
guest,
Muchas gracias
Roberto
por
from
estar aquí.
Lifewave
No quiero
Corporative.
tomarme mucho
Thank you so
tiempo
much for
haciendo esta
being here. I don't
introducción
want to take too
porque
much
tenemos que
time
terminar a
introducing
las
you
8 en
because we
punto
need to
hora
finish
del
at
este.
8
Así que si mi amiga
p.m.
Rachel tiene
Eastern
algo que
time.
decir,
So if my friend
adelante y si no,
Rochelle
nos
has something
vamos
to say, please go ahead.
directo.
And if not, let's go
Creo que
straight to the
conmigo
point.
con esta quemada que me he dado, ¿verdad? Se nota que estuve en la playa,
I
¿cierto?
think
Espera que
that
te
you
vean,
can
espera que
notice
te
that I
vean.
was
Se
in
lo
the
voy a
beach,
decir a la
right? Because
dermatóloga.
I am
Ay,
so
Dios mío, qué
tan. I'm
lindo.
going to tell your
Estoy
dermatologist.
emocionada
Oh my
igual,
God, I know.
Roberto. Llevamos
But
ya
I'm very excited.
200 días con
Jimena
el
and I
planteamiento. La
have
verdad que
been
me
wanting to do
divertí
this type of
tanto con
training for a long
Roberto,
time,
con
and I would like to thank
Padilla,
Roberto
que
Padilla
fue el
so much from
que nos
Lifewave
apoya en
Mexico
nuestra
because he has
organización,
supported
¿verdad?
us so much with our
Y esta
organization.
entrevista espectacular, como
And
te
the
dije,
call
y
today
tengo
is
unos amigos que
spectacular.
tenían preparado, es
And
tremendo. Van
when
a
I
ver
told
casos
Jimena
de
what
éxito
we
que
had
vamos a
ready,
implementar
it's
en nuestra
amazing. You're
organización.
going
Vamos
to
a
see
implementar
a case of success, how we can earn the money that we need. We're going to talk about promotion. So, Roberto, please go ahead because we just want to take notes and we're
No, al
thankful. Thank you
contrario,
for saying
gracias a
yes, dear.
todos. Buena tarde, buena noche. La verdad es que me siento contento de estar con
No,
ustedes.
on the
Vamos a seguirles
contrary.
ayudando a crecer y
Good
créeme
evening,
que esto
everyone.
les va a ayudar a
My
que sigan
intention is to continue
potencializando su
helping
negocio. La
everyone
verdad es
grow
que les
and to
voy a ir llevando paso
continue
a paso todas
growing
esas
your business.
indicaciones
I'm
que
going to
vean
take you
al
step by step
final
because that
haciendo
is the
las
intention.
cosas correctas
And how you
del
see
plan
that
de
at the end,
compensación. Va a
doing the
haber
correct things
grandes
in the
beneficios. Entonces, de
compensation
verdad,
plan, you're
pongan
going
sus
to
dudas
see
en el chat. Si
big
hay
benefits. So if
tiempo,
you have any
trataremos de
questions,
contestar
write
todas.
them down
Pero
in
lo
the chat.
importante
If
es
there's
que
time, we'll
se
try to
lleven la
answer the
información,
questions.
que les quede
But the
claro, porque si
important
alguien
thing
lleva este plan,
is
este
to
caso de
take the
éxito lleva
information
8
to have it
semanas en la
clear because
compañía y van
this
a ver al
success
final
case
y
has
se
been
los
in the
adelanto
company
estas
for
8
eight
semanas. Esta
weeks. And
persona
I'm
ha
going to
ganado
tell
siete mil
you
trescientos
that
dólares en
this
estas
person
semanas.
has earned
Entonces, ¿cómo ir dándole
$7,300 in
eso?
those
¿Cómo
eight
dándole
weeks. So
seguimiento?
how
¿Cómo
doing things
estructurando
in
bien
the
el plan
correct
de
way,
negocio?
doing
Algo
following
puede
up
ser
and
bastante
structuring
exitoso.
the
Entonces,
correctly the
voy a
business plan, you
compartir mi
can be
pantalla,
quite
los iré
successful. So let
llevando
me share
en
my
ciertas cosas.
screen. I'm
Recapitularé un
going
poco
to
el plan de
talk about
compensación nada más para que lo
certain
tengan
steps.
presente,
We're
las
going to
formas de
also
ganar.
do a
Pero la
recap
intención es
of the
irles haciendo caso
compensation plan so you
práctico
know the
para que
different
vean
ways that you can
cómo le
earn. But
hacen en
this
8 semanas y cómo
practical
van con
case is the
soluciones
important thing. I want
creativas
you to see how in
le
8 weeks
pueden
somebody
sacar el máximo provecho.
who
Ustedes me
started the
dicen
business
cuando vean mi pantalla y
could
iniciamos, ¿eh?
leverage it to
Denme
the max. Let me know when
solamente
you
un
can see
minuto
my
para
screen
proyectar
and we can
y
start.
ustedes
Give
me
me one
dicen
moment
cuándo
to
la
share
ven.
my screen and you
Bárbaro.
can tell me when you see it. Give me a
Listo.
second.
La
Ready.
vemos
Se ve
perfecto.
perfecto.
Okay, we
Ok,
see it. Perfect.
iniciamos.
Okay,
Voy a empezar por hacer
amazing.
la
So let's
parte del
begin.
plan de
I'm going to
compensación. Voy a
start with the
comentar
part of the
también la promoción
compensation
porque
plan. I'm
si
also
fuera
going to
algo ahí
comment about
de
the
la promoción o
promotion
lo que sea, verían
because
que esta persona
if
se llevaría
you
una gran cantidad de producto adicional, pero me
realize
detengo, ahorita les
with the
platico
promotion,
justo
this
todo
person
eso
would have a lot
de
of
la promoción
additional
que
product.
tenemos. Muy
But
bien,
let me
vamos a
stop and let
iniciar
me
y
first
este caso de
start
éxito
with
va
this
desde brand
success
partner
case that
hasta
started
dos
from
estrellas
brand
directivo.
partner
Imagínense, en
to
8 semanas
two-star director in
logró
eight
esta
weeks.
calificación. Y
Imagine
bueno,
this
está nada
person
agradable y
reached this
ahorita lo
rank.
van a ver y se los voy a
And
explicar,
well,
pero
this person
voy a
is doing
recapitular
this
con
right
ustedes muy
now,
desde
and I'm
abajo,
going
voy
to
a hacerlo
explain
rápido.
how. But
Alguien que
let me
empieza como
first
brand
recap
partner,
the
cuando
LifeWave
es
levels
activo
quickly.
solamente
Somebody who
califica
starts as
por
a
el
brand
sobre,
partner, when they're
son
active, they only
75
need to
puntos.
purchase one
Si
sleeve.
alguien ya es
That's
manager,
55 points. If somebody's already
califica por
manager,
75
the
puntos y
purchase is
tiene que tener
75
debajo de
points,
ellos
and they need to have
750.
under their team
Rápido les explico esto de
750.
750 es,
Let me
puede
explain what is
ser
having
las compras
750
directamente,
under
si
them.
tú compras
It could be
directamente
your
volumen,
personal
son sus
purchases if you directly
750,
purchase
te
that
puedes
volume, it's
ayudar a clientes
750,
o te
or
puedes
you can
ayudar
be
con los
held by
mismos
your
brand
customers
partner que tú
or by
vayas
your
formando,
brand
pero la
partner that you
acumulación de
enroll
tu equipo o
under
tuyos
you. But
tienes que tener
the
750.
adding
El
up of the
manager 2
whole team
estrellas es
and
igual,
yourself
de
has to be
750
750. Two-star
brincan a
managers is the
1500
same.
puntos
From
y del manager
750,
2
they
estrellas
jump
a
to
3 son
1500, and
2500.
from
Vuelvo al
two-star
punto,
to
les
three-star
repito,
manager,
es la
it's
acumulación
2500. Let me go back
de
to the
lo que
point.
hagas
Don't
tú,
worry.
tu
It's
equipo y
the
tus
adding
clientes.
up
Suma
of what
todo
you
eso
do, your
y
customers,
llegas
and your
a
team
cualquiera de
adds up
estas
to
tres
all that
cantidades,
volume. And if you reach
750,
any of these three amounts,
1500 o
750,
2500,
2,500 or 2,500, you can become 1-star manager, 2-star, and 3-star. Don't worry about it. Now we're going to see it in this success case with certain people. Then 1-star director, we ask you to have 5,000 points in volume, but at least helping one person to reach at least 1-star or 2-star manager, because remember, it's 1,000 points. And it's almost, I call it manager 1.5, which is in the midway between 1-star and 2-star manager, and having a binary balance. What does a binary balance mean? When you enter people into Lifewave, you enter them into the left and the right side. You put one on the left and one in the right. And now you're also going to see what benefits that has, but you have to have 500 points on one leg and 500 on the other. With that, automatically you become director, and then two-star director is from 5,000 to 10,000, and that person who you are helping grow, we ask them to have 2,000 points. That means that that person that you're helping is about to reach three-star manager. Now you've seen the theory, but now we're going to see it step by step. But before that, I want to show you a bit about how to reach the different ranks in case somebody didn't remember it. Then let's talk about the starter packs, the starter kits. Each time that you enroll someone, Lifewave is going to pay you for the introduction bonus. That can be, let's give you an example. If you enroll an Advanced Plus into the company, we're going to give that person from 11 to 22 sleeves with a value of $975, but the person is going to receive a bonus of $165. This is the bonus that we give the person for enrolling any of these kits, any of these packs, okay? The next bonus that the company has is out of all the repurchasing from your team, Lifewave is going to pay you 7. If you want to see here, depending on how they grow into the next levels, they can pay you 3 for the second level, 4, 5, and after 1-star director, you get paid for the third level, 1, 2, and 3, which means that somebody as a 3-star director can earn from 3 levels, 7 on the first level, the second level 5, and the third level 3. Don't worry about this. I'm just giving an informational theory, and then I'll give you the case. The binary bonus also, you have from having the same bonus on the left and the right side, Lifeway will pay you an 8 or a 10%. And this is an important point, not only from people from your team, but people that come from above can also put people under your right or left leg, and you'll get paid for that volume. And last but not least, in this case of success, you're going to see the 9-week bonus, which is key. When somebody starts and has the focus of seeing this as a business, they can earn this bonus. If it's 1-star manager, they can earn $25. A 2-star manager earns $50. And if anyone sponsors a 1 or 2-star manager, we're also going to give them only for sponsoring $12.50 or $25. Okay? Now, recapping the bonuses now, currently, from July 27th to the 16th, it's when we have a global promotion. So since the promotion is global, in some companies, it is on the 17th. So the promotion for Mexico, Canada, and the US is from July 27th to August 16th. It's important for me to let you know because you're going to see that this person enrolls. Hey, in my case, this is practical, but if you start seeing what this person enrolls and what they would earn as a product, you would say,
ya, listo. Una gran cantidad de ION debajo de ella. Entonces, por un advance que ustedes firmen, la compañía les va a dar un ION a ustedes y un ION a la persona que firmaron. Es decir, a los dos les va a dar un ION en advance. Si ustedes firman un Advance Plus, les va a dar 2 ION. Poniendo el ejemplo, yo soy el patrocinador, recibo 2 ION y al brand partner le va a dar 9.
I get 2 ION and the brand partner is going to get another 2. And if you enroll a premium, as the sponsor, they're going to give me 3 ION and the brand partner will get 3. So if right now you're going to see the part of subscriptions that that person has easily, that person probably received 30 IONs as a gift. Look at that part because this person didn't get them, but imagine someone that with this plan does the same thing with this promotion. Not only do they get the bonuses, but they receive a bonus that can help them to prospect people. So look at this. I'm going to give you the first weeks as an example for you to realize the volume. But it's important for you to leverage these promotions because if we recap it with this case, you would have thought, wow, with this promotion, this person would have received 50 ION. And not only her, but the people that she enrolls. So it's important for you to leverage these promotions of product because we normally don't have them. And if this person would have done this in this promotion, Well, they would have received a lot of product, and now you have it. You can leverage it from July 27th to August 16th, and we're going to start explaining it now, okay? Now, let's start with a practical case. If you have any questions or concerns, write it down in the chat. If we have time, we solve them. And if not, with Rochelle and Jimena, we will see the specific cases and clarify them afterwards. So let us begin. Okay, you're going to see the titles of the week, and you'll ask Roberto, why do you start in week 2? Because a person enrolled in week 1 and didn't generate anything. Laura, giving her a name, enrolled, for example, on May 20th of 2026. And this person enrolled with a premium pack. But during this week, this person didn't work the business. She said, you know, Roberto, I'm just starting. I'm just getting to know the product. But you know what happened after week 2? She said, you know what, Roberto, I'm going to focus on working the business. So look at week 2. On week 2, she earned $937 her first week. After her first week, sorry, or her first week working. And what did she do? This is what I'm going to break down so you can see how you can earn in Lifewave. First, she earned 937. You're going to ask me, Roberto, how did she do that? First of all, she enrolled 2 premium packs during that week. Those 2 premium packs, the moment that she enrolls them, and I'm going to try to play amongst the presentation so this is easier for you. This person, for enrolling 2 premium packs, let me go back for a second. There we go. She had to earn, here it is, $400 per pack. So if she enrolled 2, she earned $800 from those 2 packs. There they are. But additional to that, okay, 800 is perfect, right, Roberto? But Lifewave pays you again from those same packs. And that's the important thing that I would like you to see. Lifewave pays you $77 again. But you say, what, Roberto? But they already paid me. That repurchasing bonus, remember I told you at the beginning, the level bonus is a 7%. Remember that 7% of your team's purchase. So if your team purchased 1 pack, we pay you back for the points again. So from those 2 packs that you already earned $810 for, Lifewave says each pack gave you 555 points. You multiply it by 7, the 255 packs, and it gives you $77. This means that this person, only for enrolling 2 premium, earned $810 plus 77. $887 for enrolling to premium. And additional to that, you know what? Since she already knew that in the 9-week bonus, the moment that she became 2-star manager, because look, if she had 555 from the premium pack and she enrolled 2 premiums, she went more or less to 1,600 points, which I will show you. So she started earning that $50 bonus. So she earned 887 for 2 premium packs, and she became a 2-star manager. So from the beginning, she said, I'm going to do everything I can, and she played with that strategy because that helped her to maintain the 9-week bonus. Let's start seeing this from down to the top. She enrolled May 20th with a premium pack, but she enrolled 2 people. She has 1,665 points, and she became a 2-star manager. Okay, next week. Not only did she maintain her check, she earned $1,381 the second week. What did she do? Again, she said, you know what, Roberto? I love doing premium packs. So she enrolled 3 premium packs that gave her $1,215. But since she knows that not only do we pay her the 555, but we pay her for the additional packs $116. So for 3 premium packs, she earned $1,332. And you know what? She continues earning her $50 for her 2-star manager bonus. So in that week, she earned 1,381. Hey, Roberto, how many people did she enroll? She just enrolled 5 people. And start adding it up. It's almost $2,300 in 2 weeks. And going back to the product promotion, she has enrolled 5 people as premium. If you multiply those 5 people times the 3 sleeves that she would receive, she would have 15 Eon sleeves gifted to her. So it's already
Si ella ya estaba en esta
$2,300
promoción,
for
ya
2
se
weeks.
llevaba
And if she would have
15
had this promotion,
sobres de
she
Eon.
would have received 15 Eon
Ahora sí,
packs.
cuarta semana.
Now,
¿Qué
fourth
sucede la
week.
cuarta semana? Fíjese
What
aquí.
happens during the
Van a
fourth
decir, oye,
week?
Roberto, habías dicho
Look
que
at this.
con
She's
2,000
going to say,
puntos
hey,
se
Roberto,
volvían
you
los
said
managers.
that with
¿Por qué quitarle a todos
2,500
ellos?
you become
Dentro de
3-star
nuestras
manager.
mejoras de la
Why
tabla
on
de
the
compensación.
50th day
Las
you have
mejoras
to?
en la
It
tabla de
wasn't there in the
compensación
compensation plan yet, but
empezaron
with
del
the
8 de junio al
compensation
14 de
plan
junio. Ella
update improvement,
automáticamente
they
no hizo
starting
nada a ella
in
y
June,
la volvió manager
automatically,
3
if she didn't
estrellas.
do
Porque
anything, it
anteriormente la
made her a
teníamos que pidió
3-star
una persona
manager
de 1000.
because
Y
before
ahora es
we needed to have
solamente
a
con la
person
cantidad de
with
puntos. Ella
1,000,
no
but
hizo
now only
ningún
with the
cambio
amount of
y
volume. So she
automáticamente con
didn't
las
have to do any
mejoras del plan
changes,
de
and
compensación
automatically with
ella brincó
the
manager 3
perks of the
estrellas.
new compensation
Y vean
plan,
aquí,
she reached
Algo importante, porque
3-star
hoy,
manager.
acá en este caso que
And
estamos
something
celebrando de
important,
éxito, que
because
es real,
obviously
eso es
here
importante que
in
lo
this
sepan.
success case that you are
Es obvio de
presenting,
que
because it's a
ganan
real
más.
case, okay, it's
Identificar
important for them to
inmediatamente
know this.
real,
It's
que una
important to
persona
say
sea
that she
premium, pues
identified
se
immediately
hizo
that enrolling people
evidente
as
ganar
premium,
dinero
it
hasta
was
qué
evident
punto,
for her
pero
that
hasta
she would earn
cuándo
more
sea
money,
posible,
make
así
more
sea con
points,
core,
and
con
these points
advance,
are
tiene que
possible
ser un
regardless
movimiento,
of
¿ok?
it
No es
being
un movimiento
core
individual
or
de que
advanced,
dinero,
but
sino
you need to
para
add the
premium,
points. It
tiene
doesn't
que ir
mean
sumando.
that
Y esto es
Correcto.
matemática lo que hay que hacer, no vaya a
you
ser que
earn that
piensen que
money only
solo
for
es
premium. You have to add it. You have to do the
To-
math. It's not
Totalmente. Es
only
un
by
caso de éxito
enrolling
para que
premium.
vean cómo ganaba.
Yes,
Pero
exactly. This
ojo,
is
esto
just
es
a
en
success
premium.
case
Podemos
to
hacer
know how
con
you can
advance,
earn.
otros con
But hey,
core.
this is
No puede
premium.
ser
We
traje a
could
la
do
medida que
another
ustedes
one with
quieran. Y
advanced,
ahorita
another one
podemos
with
ir
core.
viendo.
We
Pero
can
aquí
do a
podemos checar que vean cómo ella
tailor-made
le sacó el
case, whatever you
máximo
prefer.
provecho
But
al plan
here
de
you can
compensación.
see
Fíjense cómo
how
ella iba
this
ganando,
person
pero
took the
totalmente. O sea,
maximum
con
advantage
esos
of the
números, como dice
compensation
Rachel,
plan and how they've
¿cómo le
earned.
transmites
And
el
totally,
paquete? Si
like
tú dices, oye,
Rachel said,
Roberto, si
with
iba
those
por
numbers,
dos
how
premium,
you
mejor voy por
convert it
cuatro
into
advance. Es
packs and you say,
exactamente lo mismo.
hey,
Así que,
Roberto, if
¿qué es
she
lo que
went
vamos a
for
hacer?
2 premium,
¿Cómo
she could
ustedes
go
le
for
pueden
4
sacar el
advance, and it's the
máximo
same
provecho?
thing.
Fíjense,
So
en esta
how
semana hay algo
you
importante.
can
Ella se
leverage it to the
volvió
max. Look at this.
manager
During
3
this week,
estrellas.
there is something
A
important.
partir
She
de manager
became a
3 estrellas,
three-star
que le voy a
manager.
regresar un poco,
After three-star manager, and let me go back
empieza
a
a
bit,
ganar del bono binario.
you
Ella
start to
gana,
earn from the binary
fíjense,
bonus.
del manager 3 estrellas
She
que dio
earns,
8%.
let me go
¿Vale?
back,
Entonces, ella
8%.
ya en manager 3 estrellas,
So
solamente porque
she's
el plan
already
de
a three-star
compensación cambió,
manager.
la volvió manager 3
Just because
estrellas.
the
Entonces, voy a
compensation
regresar a esa
plan
semana
changed, she
3.
became a three-star
Pero en esa
manager. So
semana
let me
3
go back to that week
no
3.
firmó nada.
And during
Ah,
that week
perdóname,
3,
sí
she
firmó.
didn't sign
Permítame,
anyone.
sí,
No,
la cagué,
sorry. She
discúlpeme.
did
Estaba en semana
enroll. Sorry, I was in the
aquí está.
fourth
En
week.
semana 4 ella no
Here it
firmó
is. In the
nada, ¿eh?
fourth
Ella
week,
dijo, no
she
voy a
doesn't
firmar nada.
enroll
Pero ¿qué creen?
anyone.
En semana 4 el
She said,
sistema,
I'm not
por
enrolling
el
anyone.
cambio
But
del
in the
plan de
fourth week, the
compensación,
system, due
la
to the
volvió a
change in
manager
the
3. Dijo,
compensation
órale,
plan, made
como ya
her
eres manager 3, ¿qué
three-star
crees?
manager. Said,
Ya
hey,
ganas del
since
binario.
you're
Entonces
already a
ella
three-star manager, you already
empezó
earned from the
a
binary.
hacer puntos a la
So then
izquierda
she started
de
to
la
earn
derecha.
points
Y
at
aquí
the
está el
left
sistema, cuántos
side and the
puntos
right
tenía de
side.
sus paquetes
And here in
premium,
the system,
porque
you can
anoté a
see
la
how many
izquierda
points she had from
y
in
cuántos
premium
puntos
premium
tenía de
packs that she
derecha.
put on the left
Entonces lo
side
que hace el
and the
sistema
ones
dice,
that she
oye,
put on the right
el
side. So
binario
the
lo que te
system
paga
says,
es de tu pierna,
hey,
de
the
tu lado
binary
izquierdo,
pays you
y
from
tú la
your
derecha. Y
left
ven, aquí
side
están
leg and
los
your
dos
right
lados.
side leg.
Te
And here
paga el
you can see
volumen
both
donde
sides.
hay
It
menos
pays you
puntos.
for the
¿Cuál es el
volume
volumen
where
donde hay
there's less
puntos?
points.
Son los
What is the
1665.
volume with less points?
Entonces paga esos
1,665 points.
al
So you pay
8%.
those
Entonces ella, por
1,665
todo el
at an
volumen que
8%.
había hecho en Lifewave,
So then,
eso es bien
for all the
importante.
volume that
Vean
she
esto
did
y
in
que quiero que
Lifewave,
quede
and this is
claro.
very
Ya
important,
le pagué
I
en el
want you to
paquete
see
premium
this and have it clear.
405.
They already paid
Luego en ese
premium
mismo
pack for
paquete premium los
105.
puntos,
Then for that
les
same
pagué
premium
por
pack,
cada paquete
the
el
points are
7%.
paid for
¿Están de acuerdo?
each
Ya se los
pack
había
a
pagado.
7%,
Pero otra vez
right? I had
Lifewave,
already paid that.
el
But
binario
then
esa
again,
misma
Lifewave
cantidad de
from the
puntos
binary, from
le
that same
vuelve a
amount
pagar
of
el
points,
8%. Porque
pays the
recuerden, en
8%
esta semana
again.
esta
Because
persona
remember,
no firmó a nadie,
this week, this
y
person
se
didn't
llevó
enroll anyone,
$133.
and
¿Por
she
qué?
received
Porque en la pierna izquierda
$133.
y en la
Why?
pierna
Because
derecha
the
le dan
left
puntos.
leg and the
Y
right leg, she has
automáticamente
points,
cuando se
and
volvió manager 3
automatically
estrellas,
when you
pagamos los
become
133.
three-star
Porque
manager, we
como ella
pay the
siguió pagando
133.
volumen
And you know
y se
what?
acumuló
Since
en
she
31 días,
continues having a
¿Otra vez
volume
el sistema?
that adds up in
La
those 30
manager
days,
3
again,
estrellas, y
that
ella
system
sigue
has her
calificando
as a
esa semana,
3-star manager, and
volvió a
she
ganar
continues
50 dólares por
classifying, and
día.
during those
No firmó
three,
nadie
9
esa
weeks,
semana,
she earned those
así que
$50 again.
seguimos
She didn't
sin
enroll
recibir
anyone
dólares.
that week,
Hoy
and
Roberto
she
está
received
súper frustrado porque ya
$183.
desbloqueó la parte del binario, ya había un volumen debajo
Of
de ella,
course, she
pero lo
unblocked the
único que hace por
binary,
mantener su manager
and
le cobra
she
dinero.
now maintained
Tenía
manager rank and charged for it,
184
and
pesos.
she earned
Ahora sí, semana 5.
$183. Now, week
Semana
5.
5 ganó
In week
976
5,
dólares. ¿Qué
she
hizo?
earned
Metió los premios, que
$976.
los premios le dio 810 dólares.
That and the true
Bonos de
premium
ingreso por nivel. Si ahorita ustedes
for
multiplican los
800
premios, le había dicho que ya eran
and the
$77 dólares.
$810. And remember, that the level, the bonus for income level was 77, but the same people that she has keep on repurchasing, and all those repurchases are paid at a 7%. So now she earned $88 from the repurchasing. She earned $50 again for being a two-star manager, 810 from the two premium. And you know what? She still charges from the binary that I just told you about, from this binary. 344 points. If you multiply 344 times 0.8, you have these $27. So during that week, now that she is a two-star manager, she started charging from the binary, and the bonus for income level starts to grow because she starts to earn from the second and third. Maybe somebody who gave her the additional one wasn't hers, or it was from some of the people who enrolled. So this person during this week got 976. And that's why we say that it is very important for people to grow to the next levels. Now she's at manager 3, and at manager 2, if we go back, she didn't have the binary bonus. Now she has the binary bonus in 2 weeks. I had told you that it was $133 during the first week of the binary. And if we go to the second, she earned 27 additional dollars. Now it's $160 additional dollars for becoming a three-star manager. So if it's important, of course it is, because they're going to earn more out of all the Lifewave bonuses. Next week, week 6, she earns only $57. But look at this. Again, during that week, she didn't enroll anyone. She earned $7 for someone from her team who repurchased, and since she's still a two-star manager, we still pay her 50 extra dollars. During that week that she didn't do anything, somebody from her team purchased, and she received $57 for continuing being manager 3. Now, week 7, and here your bonus is 1,015. And here the interesting part is not only is she enrolling people, she is helping others to become manager 1 or 2 stars. Why do I say that? Because something important that you must know about this business is that not only is selling packages important, it's how you help your people to become manager 1, manager 2, and manager 3. And let us break this down because it's important. She started manager 3 during this week. She became one-star director. What did she do? She helped 2 people to become manager, Pedro and Jocelyn. And let's see how we break this down. She signed and earned from those packets $315, okay? So she was a 2-star manager, so she earned the $50. Again, she doesn't stop earning those $50 week after week because she continues growing her team. So she is still earning because she is putting people into the business. And after that, look, she enrolled 2 manager 1-star. Remember that the manager bonus not only is something that we give you, we give it to you for the people that you help to become manager. For having 2 people as manager, she got another $50. Afterwards, for all the repurchase from her team, because now she has 2 managers, she has a greater team, we give her $195. We reward of 5, 7, and 3 for the people that repurchase, $195. And for becoming a 1-star director for the first time, Lifewave gave her a $250 bonus. Now, she had the $50 bonus, and after that, she became a director. Only due to the fact of becoming a director, they give you a 250 bonus. And so she has people on the left and on the right. She earned $179 from the binary. Look at this person becoming a 1-star director. Out of so many people, what they can earn. That's why we say in these trainings that it is key that you go for 1-star director, because this person already earns from managers, from her 1-star director bonus, from her binary. She continues earning her 2-star manager because she's still in the 2 weeks, and from the people who enroll. So not only does she earn 1, if it was just 1, they'd say, hey, Roberto, it's $315. No, It's
Eso, tiempo viejo. En el
1,015 for
ordinario,
everything she's building in
en
her
la
team.
directa,
And in the binary
para nosotros
bonus, already as a
pasamos al
director, we don't pay
10%.
the 8,
Entonces,
but we pay the
ustedes
10%.
vayan creciendo,
So
va a haber más ganancia
the
semanal
more you grow,
y no
the more
solamente va a venir de
weekly
lo primero. ¿Se
earnings.
fijan? Ella
And not only
ganaba
is it going
de
to
lo
come from
primero
the
por
first
solamente
part,
inscripciones. Va
remember?
a decir Roberto, hoy
She
mi cheque
earned from the first
es
part,
de mi
and then
bono
she's going to
manager,
say,
es
Roberto,
de mi
my
bono
check today
director, es de mi
is
bono
from my
ordinario,
director
es de... Y
bonus,
no
my
son
binary
inscripciones, ¿eh?
bonus.
Ya está
And
ganando
it's
de
not
varias cosas que uno
enrollments.
tiene
Now
que
she's earning
SEO
from different
muy
things that have
seguro.
nothing to do. And she
Siguiente,
earned $1,015. Next.
ella en esa semana, otra vez,
During that
solamente
week,
firmó
again,
a una persona.
that she
Fíjense,
only enrolled
ella
one
ya
person.
continúa
Think
ganando
about this.
bonos de
She
recompras de todo
continues
el equipo que
earning
tiene,
bonuses from
$49,
repurchasing from the
y
whole
del
team,
binario,
$49,
sigue ganando
and
del
from the
binario.
binary
Y este
because she
bono no es el
continues
programa,
earning
no
from
es,
the
no es de la
binary.
gente que ingresó,
And this
es el
starter
bono de
bonus
la
is not from
gente que
people
le está
that were
ayudando
starting, it's from the
a
people
generar
who are
como
helping
manager.
her
Entonces,
to
vean cómo esa
generate as a
parte,
manager.
cómo,
So look at
cómo
how
le
this
está ayudando
important part
la
of
gente que
how
está firmando y
people
se
who
está
are
duplicando.
enrolling are helping
Ahora
her and
sí,
it's
semana
duplicating.
9, que es la última semana que ella
And now
tiene,
week
ganó
9, which is the last week that she
$624.
has, she
Pero
earned
vean cómo se los, ella solamente lo firmó premium. Aquí está, que son los
$626. But
400.
look,
Pero
she
bonos
only
de inicio de
enrolled the
negocio,
premium here,
páganla $100. Porque
but
¿qué
with
creen?
the
Sus managers de una estrella
business
se
start
volvieron
bonus, it's
dos
already
estrellas.
$100 because
Entonces,
her one-star
automáticamente ella cambió
managers
eso
became
a
two-star
su
managers. So
bono de
automatically she
$50.
earned
¿Sí?
that
Bono de
plus her
ingreso por nivel,
$50,
sigue ganando de
100.
la recompra
The
de su gente
bonus for
y
the
sigue
income
ganando del
level, she still
binario.
earns for
Vean
her
todo
people
lo
and
que
she
sigue
still earns
ganando
from her
semana a
binary. Look
semana
at
de dinero.
everything
Entonces,
she still
lo que
earns
quiero que ustedes
week
vean
after
con
week.
estos
So what I
bonos
want you to
es que
see
la
with these
gente, cuando
bonuses
empieza a construir
is that when
semana a
people
semana
start
con los
to
niveles que
build
dice Roberto,
their week
¿cómo puedo
after week
crecer?
with these
Vete
levels,
por
they
manager
say,
1,
Roberto,
luego
how can I
manager
grow?
2, luego
Go
manager
after
3,
manager one
luego
star, then
director,
manager two
y esto
stars,
va a
then
hacer
three-star manager,
que
and their
puedan
director.
empezar a
And this
ganar todos
is
estos
going
bonos.
to
Y ojo,
make
y
you
esta
be
persona,
able
lo que
to
sí está
earn all
haciendo es
these bonuses.
balanceando sus
And what
piernas.
this person is
Mete gente a
doing
la
is
izquierda, mete gente a la
balancing
derecha,
her legs.
y
She
por
puts
eso es
people
que
on the
va
left
cobrando
and
más
on the
del
right. And
binario.
that's why she keeps
Y
on
después,
charging that
vean,
binary
ya
bonus.
regresando ya al último,
And
esta es
after
su
that, and
ganancia de esta persona.
going back to
Va a
the
decir,
last
Roberto,
part,
¿qué es
that
este
is
post
the earning
payout?
of this
Bueno,
person. They're going to
esta
say,
persona
Roberto, what
por
is
las 2
this
semanas, en la semana, si no
boost
mal recuerdo,
payout?
fue la
This
del
person,
25 de
if
mayo
I don't
y la
remember
semana
wrongly,
del
which
1
was
de
on the week
junio,
of May
Lifewave daba
25th
los
and
bonos de
June
ingresos al
1st,
doble. Bueno,
Lifewave
solamente por
gave
meter gente en
double
bonos de ingreso doble,
bonuses
le dio $2,000.
for
Pero lo que le ha ido dando
starting. So
cada
that's
semana esta persona
$2,000. But what
durante
this
9
person
semanas,
has earned
esta persona en 9
each
semanas
week
ganó
during 9 weeks, each
7,391. ¿Qué
person
quiere decir?
earned
Que ella solamente está siguiendo el plan de contratación.
7,391.
No está
She's just
haciendo nada
following the
extra. Entonces,
compensation
yo
plan.
voy por los
She's
siguientes
not
meses. Y
doing
ojo, vean,
anything
este
differently.
es su corte de esta semana.
And
Ella
look,
está al
this is her
96%
first week, and
en
it's
9
at
semanas de
96%
volverse director
in 9 weeks
2
of
estrellas.
becoming
Entonces,
two-star
¿qué es lo que está
director.
haciendo? Sigue.
So
Oye, ya
what
que
is she
fue director
doing?
2 estrellas,
She
voy por el
continues,
director
hey, I
3.
went for two-star
Entonces,
director,
si
now I'm
alguien me
going for
pregunta,
three-star.
Roberto, ¿cómo
So
puedo
if
hacer
somebody
para
asks
ganar
me,
esto?
Roberto,
Lo
how
dijo
can
muy
I
bien
do
Rachel.
to earn this?
Busca la
Rachel said
calificación
this
del nivel
very well.
y no necesariamente
Search for
es
the
porque
rank
ofrece premium.
qualification, and
No
not
solamente porque
necessarily
alguien
is
vence
this
esa
a
cantidad.
premium case,
Lo
but
puede
not
hacer con crédito
necessarily do we give
advance,
this with
con
premium.
hecho
You could
core,
do it with
pero
for
siempre y
advanced,
cuando lo vayan
with a
llevando. Pero
core,
ven el
but
acompañamiento
always
que ella
as
hace.
long as you do this.
Y en
But
cada
look at
semana,
how
esta es
she
su última
follows it
semana,
each week, and
toda
this
la
is her
semana se va
last
el bono
week.
binario, el bono
Each week
de las 9 semanas.
she
Luego,
earns a 9-week
después,
bonus. And
se
after
llevó,
that,
está ayudando a gente a ser manager
she
porque ella
is
sabe
helping
que
people become
haciéndolo para
manager
ella
because
es
she
bueno.
knows
Vean todo
that
lo que
by
está
creating
haciendo
managers,
por
she's
parte
going
del
to help
negocio.
them. So
Entonces,
look at everything
me
that she's
detengo
doing
porque ese
for
era
the
el
business.
ejemplo para que vean
So
que hay
I'm going to stop
personas
because this is
en
the example I
México, se
wanted
los
to
voy a
show you. There
decir,
are
es un caso
people in
que yo
Mexico and
conozco
in
que
the
está aquí
US,
en
I'm sure this
Guadalajara,
is just a
que
case that
tiene
I know
esto.
of
Y
somebody here
créanme
in
que esta
Guadalajara
persona dijo,
who has
oye
done
Roberto,
this.
si
And
en
believe me,
9
this person
semanas
said,
me
Roberto, if
llevé
in 9 weeks
$7,391,
I earned
no sé qué va a pasar en 9 semanas, pero te voy a estar
$7,391.
creciendo
I don't know
ahora
what
sí.
will happen
Entonces,
in 9 more
si alguien me
weeks.
dice,
I'm going
Roberto,
to
alguien puede
continue
ganar
growing. So if somebody
$2,000 en
says,
9
Roberto,
semanas,
can
sí.
somebody
Y
earn
alguien puede ganar
$2,000 in a week?
$4,000
Yes.
en 9
Can
semanas, sí.
somebody earn
Eso depende
$1,000 in a
personas que hoy
week?
ganan
Yes. There
digo,
are
la tengo esta
people who
semana, pero
currently
todavía
earn, I
no
put
corta
it
la
to
siguiente
8
semana,
weeks
pero
because we haven't
hay
finished
gente
the
que lo
last
está
week
ganando, hay
yet,
gente que lo
but
está haciendo
there
y
are people
solamente
who are
tienen que
earning,
irlos
there are
llevando
people who are
por
doing
el
it,
tema
and you
del plan de
just need
compensación,
to take them
sacándole el
by the
máximo
compensation
beneficio
plan,
al plan. Entonces,
taking the
me
maximum
detengo,
benefit
no
to the
sé, creo
plan.
que va a haber dudas
So
en el
I'm going to
que
stop.
puedan
There's
salir.
probably going
Traté
to
de
be
hacerlo
questions in
lo
the
más
chat.
conciso por el
I
tiempo que tengo,
tried
pero
to
lo
do this
importante
as
es que
short
ustedes
as
les quede
possible
claro
for the time
cómo
that
se
we have,
pueden
but it's
ir
important for
por
you
los
to have
rangos
clear
y cómo pueden
how
ir
you
creciendo.
can
Y
move
primero por los
the
beneficios,
ranks and
seminario,
grow.
bono por
And look at all the
nivel, bono
benefits,
por manager,
binary,
bono de ti
level,
mismo, de manager. Entonces,
manager,
la verdad es
your
que
own.
este caso
So
demuestra que
truthfully,
si alguien
this
empieza
case
enfocado las primeras 9
shows that
semanas,
if somebody
puede tener
starts
grandes resultados.
focused during the first 9 weeks, they
Y
can have great
también,
results.
Roberto, gracias por esta
And
explicación
also, Roberto,
maravillosa. Y si
thank you
tienen
for this
preguntas, por
amazing
favor, déjenos saber.
explanation.
Esta está, es
If you
como,
have
está
questions,
muy
please
claro
let
que esta
us know.
persona realmente
This is very
entró a
clear that
hacer el
this
negocio,
person
¿verdad? No
truthfully
solamente
entered to
entró
work the
para vender
business, right?
productos. Entonces yo
This
creo que es
person didn't just
importante
enter
también
to
como
sell
entender
products.
eso y
So I think
preguntarnos
it's
qué quiero.
important
Quiero
to
tener un
understand
negocio
this
donde
and to
siempre
ask
dependa de
yourself, what
mí,
is it that I want? Do I
venta,
want a
venta, venta,
business
venta, o
where it
quiero
always depends on
realmente
me selling,
formar un
selling, selling,
equipo
selling? Or do
y
I
que
truly want
yo
to
me
create a
pueda ir de
team
vacaciones y que
and to be
ese
able to
cheque
go on
pueda seguir
vacation
generando?
and
Porque
that
al
check
final esa es
continues
la magia
generating?
de las redes
Because
de mercadeo,
at
¿verdad?
the end, that is
Poder
the magic
construir ese
of network
negocio.
marketing, right? To be able to
Somos nuestros,
build that
los
business.
CEOs de
We
nuestro
are
negocio,
the
somos el
CEOs of our
presidente, o sea,
business. We are the
somos la
president,
presidenta, ¿verdad? Entonces hay que
right?
tratar este negocio
So
como
we
tal
have
y
to
si lo
treat this
tratamos como
business
tal, pues
as it is. And
estos
if we
son los
treat it
resultados.
as it is,
Realmente
these are the
tenemos
results.
tenemos
Truthfully,
todo. Página
we
web,
have
quien nos envía los
everything.
productos,
Web
no
page, we
tenemos que
have
pagar
who sells,
empleados, no tenemos que
sends us the
preocuparnos
products. We
por
don't need
nada de
to
eso,
pay
simplemente tenemos que
employees. We don't need to
apasionarnos,
worry about any of
entender
that.
plan
We
de
just need to
compensación
be
y decir, ¿sabe
passionate. We
qué?
need to
Yo
understand the
quiero ser como el
compensation plan
ejemplo
and
de
say,
Laura, creo que así
you
se
know
llamaba
what?
la
I want to
magnitude,
be
¿verdad?
like Laura's
Y
example. I think that was the
ganarme
name.
$3,000 a la semana,
And earn
$1,000 a la semana, $5,000,
$3,000 a
la
week,
meta que
$1,000
sea
a week,
la que tú
5,000,
quieres y la que te
whatever
va a
goal
llevar
you want
a
to
ser
achieve that
feliz,
is
a estar
going to take
estable
you to be happy,
económicamente.
to be
Entonces
stable
pienso que
financially.
es
So
el claro
I
ejemplo
think
de lo
that
que
that
tenemos en
is a
nuestras
clear
manos, Roberto.
example of what we have in our hands,
Totalmente. Yo creo que si
Roberto.
alguien que se enfoca las primeras 9 semanas a hacer
Totally. I
esto,
think that is
créanme que es
someone
muy
focused
posible.
in the
No soy
first
número
weeks
uno,
in
pero hay
doing
gente
this.
que lo está haciendo la
Believe me that
misma
it's
Laura, lo
possible.
está
There are
replicando
people
con su
who are
gente y
doing
están
this.
haciendo
Laura is
exactamente lo mismo
duplicating it
porque si
with her
ella
people, and
lo
they're
sabe
doing
hacer, se lo
exactly
va a
the
enseñar
same
a otra gente
because
y es
if she
cómo lo
knows how to do
replican,
it,
porque
she'll
como
teach the rest.
decía
And it's how you
Jimena, tiene un
duplicate
punto
because,
muy
like
importante, ella
Jimena said, and she
lo
has a
está
very
haciendo con
important
2
point,
personas,
she
ayudando a
is
las otras
doing
personas
it
a que
with
hagan
2 people,
exactamente lo mismo
helping
que
the
ella.
other two
¿Sabe qué va
people
a
to
pasar
do
con esas 2
exactly the
personas?
same thing
Van
as
a
her.
tener
You know what's
otras
going to
2
happen with
personas
those
para
two
ayudar
people? They're
exactamente.
going to have
Y empieza
another
a
two
crearse
people
esa
to
red
help
que
them
al final
exactly. And
no
that
depende
is how that
solamente de formar
network
personas
starts to
al
be
inicio es
created.
formar,
That doesn't
pero
only
después
depend on
cómo
enrolling
ayudas a
people.
otras
At the beginning,
personas.
you have to
Y es lo
enroll
que les
people.
está
But afterwards is
proporcionando
how
ella,
you
por
help
eso ya en 9
those
semanas
people
no
grow. And
solamente
that's
se
what's
quedó
working
directora
with her.
ciudad,
That's why
ya
in
no
9
por el
weeks, not
director
only
mismo.
was
¿Por
she a
qué?
1-star
Porque
director,
está
now she's
ayudando a la
2-star.
gente que haga
Why?
exactamente
Because
lo
she
mismo que
is
ella.
helping people
Roberto, a
to
mí
do
me
exactly what
encantaría
she's
hacer
doing.
algo, fíjate, porque tú
Roberto, I would love
ahí
to
y
do
yo creo que
something
todos hayan
because
prestado
you,
mucha
I
atención,
hope everybody
ese
paid
paso
a
a
lot
paso
of
que
attention
hiciste a
to
través
that
de ese
step by
manual
step
de
that
Laura
you
que
did
tú
week
lanzaste
after
en ese
week with
tiempo,
Laura, with
porque
that example of
fuera de
success
las
that you showed
actividades
us,
que nosotros
because the
tenemos
activities
en nuestro
that we have to
calendario,
do were
fíjate,
clear, and we spoke about that in the
donde
last week
en red de
call that we
mercadeo
had,
hay
where
que
in
construir equipo,
network
pero no es
marketing, they're
tanto
going to
vender
build a
vender
team
producto. Y
and
nosotros
need to sell a
conocemos el producto
product.
del mercado,
And we have the
esa es la
best
realidad.
product in the market.
Entonces, a mí me gustaría
Glory to
mucho
God.
saber
And
algo
that's the
que es
reality. So I would
fundamental y
love,
es
and
la
it's because you said
recursión.
something crucial, which
Y
is the
eso era donde Laura
repurchasing.
también se
And that is
ganaba
where
y
Laura,
tenía y
again,
ganaba
weekly
dinero que
had and
volvía a
earned
hacer.
money
¿Dónde
that
pueden
she
ellos? Porque hay
did
personas,
again.
y lo
Where
hicimos en
can
ese
they?
entrenamiento
Because
que
there are
tuvimos
people, and we did
el
that in that
antepasado,
training that we
¿dónde
had
lo
last
pueden ver?
Tuesday.
En
Where
el
can
back
they
office.
see
¿Quiénes
in
no
the back
tienen su
office
recompra activo?
who doesn't
Si
have
vamos al
their
onboarding los
subscription
días
active? We
martes, ¿sabes qué
teach
es
it
lo
in
que
the onboardings on Monday when we do it,
inmediatamente
but people
están
don't see
en
it. So
esta llamada, en
I
esta
would love
grabación?
it to
¿Por
be
qué?
in this
Porque
call, in
nosotros
this recording,
nosotros
because
lo hemos
people,
empezado a hacer porque
listen to
Roberto
me.
estaba
We have
trabajando con
started to
nosotros.
do this because
Y al
Roberto
back
has been
office,
working
mire,
with us. Go to the
la
back office
cantidad de personas
and
que
see
tienen su
the the amount of people who don't have their subscription activated, and a call from you can give you the points, can increase your check, and can change your situation. There are activities and actions that we are not doing. If we are not having the results that we want, where is that leakage of something that I'm not doing? We need to prospect. Look at Laura. She had premiums. She went for the big. She was going to prospect premiums. Okay, perfect. But maybe you don't do a premium. Maybe you do 3 cores. That is valid too because there's money there. But in the monthly subscription, I think sometimes we don't give it the attention that it needs versus the
Sin
result that we
problema, y
could
recuerden
have.
que
I would
vamos a
love you
seguir
to
en todas
show
las
that to
semanas
them,
para poder
Roberto.
lograr recapturar el
Yes,
porcentaje
and you're right. If we go
todas las
back and
semanas,
recap
señora Roberto.
Laura's
Todas, no
case,
hay ninguna
each
semana. Y
week
ojo, su
you
recompra sigue subiendo,
each
porque
week
¿qué creen?
you have
Vienen más gente
rewards.
abajo en
because they have more and more people underneath them who are repurchasing and repurchasing. And something amazing about repurchasing that you need to know is that there is a dynamic compression. What does dynamic compression mean? If at a moment I have my first level who doesn't purchase, but my second does, hey, it's my first level. But Roberto, if my second, my third, my fourth level doesn't purchase, does my fifth become my first level? Yes, that compression makes us get paid always. Yes, for sure. So people say, hey, Roberto, but this person buys every week. No, they don't buy every week. It's a person who bought that week. Even if it's your fifth line, your 10th, or your 11th, Lifewave will put it as your first. So that also helps you because you might think, hey, Roberto, do these people purchase every week? No, it's everybody who enrolls because there's nobody else to buy. That's what Lifewave's dynamic compression does, and it gets paid. Where can you follow it? Here is your virtual office. You can go to where it says report of monthly subscription. This is what I do with a lot of Mexican Lifewave partners. I tell them to check it every Monday. It's important to check it every Monday because in Laura's case, you know what has worked? That his strategy has been on Mondays because from Monday to Sunday, she can work with those people. So if on Monday you have a clear strategy, you'll be able to do it on Sunday because you have 7 days to do it once they close the week. So if someone says, Roberto, which is the ideal date? Every Monday you go to your virtual office and you can see this report. And that's what is going to help you work this every week to reach your next rank, your check, your binary, but it's key for you to enroll every Monday. He is the enrollment and subscription report. You can see different parts. For example, this person only wants to see the people that they enrolled. And for me, as a corporate, I would say that that is crucial for it to be people that you enrolled. Why? Because that way you're going to teach your team to see who they enrolled. If not, they're like, oh no, I'm not going to reach my goals this week. But if everybody looks at who they enrolled, it's going to be much easier. But look, you can check everything out. You can see the people that you enrolled personally, your first 3 levels, or you can see your whole enrollment tree. Let me give you an example. I only want to see my personal team. Look at this. It's going to give you the amount of people that they have here. Here it says 38. It's 38 lines and 38 people. Here you have the ID, you have the name, and here it says the state. And this is important. If there's a cross, it means that the status is not active. If there is a tick, the person is active. And let me see if there's a case. There's a yellow sign. Oh, look, here it is. This yellow sign tells you that the next week, not this one, but the next week, they are going to lose their activation. If you see this yellow in the status, it means that, you know what, Claudia, I know you had to purchase in the next weeks. How did you feel? Follow up. So you give them the example. If I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 actives, is that okay? Because you can see what is the expiry date of the next order. You can take it and see, hey, when does Rosales' order expire? It expires on the 18th, on August 16th. So she has it until August 16th, and each week the system is going to update it. So don't worry about that. So you can see when is the person's repurchasing time, and you can follow up. You can move whatever you want. I only selected this and I change it. Hey, I want to see who has the monthly subscription. Here it says monthly subscription is active. So I'm going to go here. Let me give you an example. Look, I'm showing you this. You're going to see the ticks. For example, this person, none of them has a monthly activated subscription. So I have to make sure that they repurchase. And here is where you can follow up with your whole team for them to purchase. And this is a job that you have to do week after week, because you know what? Everybody who repurchases, the most probable thing, they are going to get paid 7% of all those repurchasing, 7% of all the repurchasing. So check it out week after week to receive that check, like Rochelle says, from that repurchasing from those people, and you can follow up clearly from your back office. You go to organization, enrollment, team report, personal enrolled team, and you can see everyone. You can see that if there is a tick, they are active. The yellow square, it's telling you that they need to purchase the next week. And across is that the person is not active. Hey, they haven't purchased. How do you follow that up? So for me, this is going to be clear for you to be able to follow up on the whole topic of repurchasing from your team.
Gracias, Roberto. Me encantó eso. Y te digo, muy personalmente, desde que estoy haciendo esto y las cosas han
Thank you,
cambiado.
Roberto. And let me tell you very personally, since I started this, things have changed. Because look, in the chat, there are people who are saying, wow, I hadn't realized. It's true. There are people from my team who are not active, and I didn't know this was happening. And remember, we have a lot of product. Maybe there is somebody who already has and already used the patches, but haven't used another one that you can talk about, and you can propose for them to include into their order. But this is super important. And also about prospecting.
Sí,
I don't
es
know if you
como un
want to
ejemplo,
add
¿no?
something,
La
Jimena.
compañía
Yes,
Lifewave
it's like an
saca
example.
promociones,
For
porque saca
example, the
promociones,
company
pues que
Lifewave
la
has
gente se active, para
promotions.
que la
Why?
gente compre.
For
Las
people to
compañías siempre
activate, for
están
people
sacando
to
cosas
purchase.
para que las
Companies
personas
are
compren.
always
Si nosotros vemos este
throwing out
negocio no como
promotions
el
for people to
negocio de
purchase.
David
If we
Smith,
see this
Lifewave,
business
sino
not
como el
as David
negocio de
Smith's
Jimena
business,
Duque, de
Lifewave, but
Rachel
as Jimena
Díaz,
Duque's,
de
Rachel
Claudia
Diaz,
Chacón, es tu
Claudia
negocio, entonces,
Chacon,
ok,
it's your
¿qué le
business,
voy a dar
then
yo
okay,
a mi
what am I
gente que ya
going to
las
give
tengo aquí,
my people that
que
I
ya
already
están
have
bajo mis
here
alas? ¿Qué les
who are
puedo
already
decir para que
underneath my
vuelvan a
wings? What
comprar?
will I
¿Verdad? Yo
say to
creo que eso
them
sería
so
como
they
una
can buy
estrategia
again? So I
para
think
otra
that would
próxima
be a
llamada en donde
strategy
podemos
for a
compartir de
next
pronto
call where
estrategias.
we can share
Rachel, ¿cómo lo estás haciendo? ¿Cómo
strategies,
estás llegando a esa
Rochelle,
gente?
how
¿Qué estás
you're doing
diciendo? ¿Qué
it,
estoy
how you're
diciendo
reaching those
yo?
people, what
¿Qué
you're saying, what
decimos?
am I
¿Cómo le
saying,
hablamos a esa
what
persona
are
que ya
we saying,
utilizó
how
el
do we talk to
X39 y
these
que de
people
pronto
who
dice, lo
already
que pasa
used
es que es muy
X39 and
caro?
suddenly say,
Entonces tú le
oh,
puedes
but it's
decir a
too
esa persona, sí,
expensive.
pero es
So then you
que
can tell
vea,
that person,
resulta que es que si
yes,
piensa que la cosa
but
son $3,
if you
$3 al
calculate it's
día, o sea, $3
$3
no te vale ni un café o
a
ni el día,
day.
¿no?
So
Por lo menos en
$3
Estados
is not
Unidos.
even a
O sea,
coffee
piensa,
nowadays,
son
at
tres
least not
dólares
in the
al día,
US.
estás invirtiendo en
So
tu
think it's
salud, empiezas a
$3 a
darle
day that you're
anualmente los
investing in your
beneficios.
health.
O sea,
So you start
hay
to talk
que
about the
cuidar
benefits
nuestro
again.
negocio y
We need to
nuevamente
take care of our
tratarlo como
business
nuestra
and
propia
again
empresa. Yo creo que
treat it
ahí es
like
donde
our
vamos a hacer
own
la diferencia
company. I think that is
en
where we're
nuestros
going to
números y en
make
nuestros
a
ingresos.
difference in our
Y
number
quizá
and
le
our
puedo comentar
income
algo que pasa aquí en México, que es bueno ver estos reportes, que el
and
mismo
complement it with
reporte de
something that
18
happens in
personas.
Mexico.
Y de
It's
esas
good to see
18
those
personas
reports. They say,
tengo,
okay, I
y
enrolled
Sergio me lo va a
18
decir,
people, and out of
tengo
those
buen
18
seguimiento,
people,
pero Sergio, metí
I
18
have
personas y 15
mm,
no están activas. Es
15 that are
precisamente mi
not
seguimiento.
active.
¿Cómo
What am I
voy
doing with
firmando?
my
Porque
follow-up?
no es
How
solamente
can I
firmar
enroll?
personas, es
Because
cómo le
it's
das el
not only
seguimiento a las
about
personas.
enrolling
Y
people,
entonces
it's
te puedo
how
contar y
you
decir, oye,
follow up.
ya
And here
revisé mi
you can
reporte
say,
y ¿qué crees?
hey,
Puede
Roberto,
ser
I already
de
checked
tenerte
my
terapeuta
report,
o
and you know
terapeutas
what? From
dando
having
buen
20 to
seguimiento.
20
Y si
are
tengo
active, so
20
that's a good
y 19
follow-up.
están desactivados,
But if I
debo
have
preguntar
20
cómo le
and
fue con ustedes.
19 are not
¿Cómo le
active,
está
I
dando
could ask you a
mantenimiento? Porque
question.
lo importante es
How
que
are
la
you
gente siga
following up?
conectada.
Because the
Entonces,
important thing is that
ayúdenme
everybody
ustedes
repurchases,
mismos
but you can see
comienzan a
that
tener,
here
pueden
yourselves,
evaluar su
like
negocio y
Jimena
decir, oye,
says,
Roberto,
you can assess your
esto le
business.
está
You might be
reportando si
like,
la
hey,
gente se va a
Jimena,
desactivar.
why should I
Mejor me
recruit if
pongo a
people
dar
are
un buen
leaving?
seguimiento. Por
Maybe
eso le
it's
quiero
better to do a
exigir, si
good
usted
follow-up,
le
but
puede
this
dar
is something
seguimiento
that you have here
semana a
in
semana,
your
estar
office.
atento.
You
Y
can
eso,
follow up
créanme,
week after
que les va a
week with those
va a
people. And
ayudar a que
believe
tengan
me,
mejor seguimiento, la gente siga
that's
recomprando.
going to
Pero
help
hay alguien
people
que me
have a
dijo,
better
y por
follow-up.
ejemplo,
People
oye, Roberto,
continue
quiero crecer mi cheque.
repurchasing.
Dije, pues bueno,
And
mete
for
40
example, if
personas.
someone says,
Metió
Roberto, I
40
want to
personas.
grow
¿Y qué
my
creen?
check,
El cheque fue
enroll
igual.
40
¿Saben por
people.
qué?
They
Porque
enrolled
metieron
40 people, and you
40,
know what? The
porque
check was
no
the
di el
same because
seguimiento a las
40
otras 40 que ya
left because
tenía.
they didn't
Entonces,
follow up to
¿cómo
the
lo
other
hacen?
40 that they
Este
had.
reporte es clave para que ustedes den seguimiento
So
y que
what do
la
they
gente
do?
que vaya
This report
firmando
is key
les
for
vaya pasando el
following up.
cheque y decir,
And
oye,
for the
Roberto,
people who
sigue firmando,
enrolled
el cheque
check
no crece.
grow and
Oye,
they say,
vamos a ver
Roberto, my check isn't growing.
¿sigue comprando?
So
No, ya
let's
no.
see. Do
Y
they
esa es la
keep on
cosa.
purchasing?
Tienen
No, not
las
anymore.
herramientas de su oficina
So
virtual
you
que podemos
have
seguir
the
dando entrenamientos para que ustedes vean
tools in your
las cosas
virtual
importantes
office
que
where you
todos los
can keep
lunes
on
ustedes
training so
tendrían que
you can see
revisar
the
para ir
important
siguiendo
things that you need
semana
to
a
check
semana.
every Monday
Que
to give
créanme que
that
la
follow up
gente
week after
que no es
week
de su
to your
congelador
team.
lo
Believe
hace
me that giving you
semana a
this example,
semana
people are
para llegar
going
con
to
nuestras
do this
metas
week
y cómo
after week
sacarle
to
el
reach your
máximo
goals
provecho al plan de
and
compensación.
how
Es lo
to
que he visto
leverage
diferente
the
en este caso.
compensation plan to the max. That's the
Claro, tú
difference that
dijiste
I've
algo
seen here.
importantísimo. Ella tenía una
You
meta.
said something which is super
Inversión.
important. She
Y es algo
had
que
a
lo hemos
goal.
hablado y es uno de los
There are
entrenamientos que
people
también hemos
who, and we've spoken about that, and this is part of the training that we have given too, is that you have to have a goal. You need to sit down, each one of us need to sit down and say, how much do I want to earn a week? How many people I'm going to talk to? How many am I going to invite to this call? How many are arriving? I saw Sylvia, who I love when I was talking to you, who says, what happens when after the follow-up, they lose motivation and they leave. They are not the people for this business. They need to continue searching. That's why we call it new blood. We have to understand that if we are in multi-level and in network marketing, we need to understand that in our day-to-day, our agenda and our calendar, we need to do follow-up, we need to prospect, we need to talk about the product, we need to go into our back office and our relationship with the team and what having a business is. And we cannot surrender. We cannot say, oh, people are leaving. Well, you need to search for new people because if others are doing it, it means that you can do it too, and so can I. That's the way that we should see the business and that we should think. So if there's something that is not going well, I think this is a good day after the training. What is Lara doing after this example that Roberto gave you that I'm not doing? And change it. Take action and do it just like she's doing it. So I think this is a good exercise that we all have to do because even I have to see it and say, hey, I need to check up my follow up, or I need to check if I'm giving it all I've got with a prospect, if I'm speaking enough, if I'm creating or talking about promotions. And here I talk about the promotions that the company has. Do I have knowledge? Do you have knowledge of those promotions? Or do I see them and I don't even want to take the time to read the document or to see how I can do points with that promotion? That is necessary in our
No, y si
business,
te
and
pones a
sometimes we
pensar,
don't do it.
Rachel, también, o sea,
And
no
if you start to
solamente en
think
redes de
about it,
mercadeo, o
Rachel,
sea, las personas que
not
son
only in
realtors,
network
que se
marketing,
dedican a
people
vender
who are
bienes raíces,
realtors who
con un
dedicate
cliente al
themselves
mes no
to
pueden
selling
vivir. O sea, ellos tienen que conseguir muchos clientes, las personas que trabajan vendiendo
properties,
seguros.
but
O sea,
also
ellos
people
tienen una meta
who
que le tienen que
work
cumplir al
selling
jefe
insurance. They have a goal
y
that they
son
have to reach with their
muchísimos
boss,
miles de dólares que
and there
tienen que
are
vender, ¿no?
thousands
Entonces,
of dollars
no
that they need to
solamente en esta
sell.
industria,
So
pero
it's
sin
not
duda
only in
para
this
tener un
industry,
negocio,
but there is
uno,
no
que
doubt that to be able to
viva
have a
y dos,
business,
que nos
one
dé
that
esos ingresos
survives,
residuales,
and two
siempre hay que
that gives
buscar
us
sangre
residual
nueva,
income, we always
siempre.
have to search for
Porque
new
como
blood,
dijo Rachel,
always.
no todo el mundo es para
Because
este
like
negocio.
Rochelle said, not
No
everybody
todo
is
el
for this
mundo es.
business.
Pero
Not everybody is.
necesitamos dos para ganar
But
lo que
we
Laura está
need
ganando.
two to be
No, es
able
que
O
to
sea,
yo
earn what Lara
totalmente,
no,
is earning.
no estamos hablando que necesitamos
So
100
we're not
personas
saying
para
that we
llegar a
need
ganar la
100
cantidad de dinero.
people to be
No,
able to
dos, cinco.
reach this
Si
amount of money.
realmente nos enfocamos
No,
en una
5.
meta
If we
sencilla,
truly
voy a ir por
focus
mis
on
dos
an
estrellas.
easy goal, I'm going to
De
go for
aquí
my
a
2
3 meses
stars.
yo, como sea,
From
me
now to
consigo mis
3
tres
months'
estrellas.
time,
Si tú
however, I'm going
realmente, o
to
mis dos
reach those
estrellas, mis dos
stars,
personas,
or
mis dos
my 3 stars,
corredores,
my 2 stars,
corredores,
my 2
si tú
runners.
realmente haces
If
esto,
you truly
pero
do this,
realmente te dedicas a hacerlo, porque
but
hay
you
gente que dice,
dedicate
sí, es que yo
yourself to doing
busco
it because you
cuánto
might say,
tiempo tú le
okay, I'm
dedicas
searching
realmente a tu
for how
negocio.
much do you
No, es que
dedicate
tengo
to
un
your
trabajo, listo.
business?
Si esto es
No, I
un
have a
trabajo
job.
o un negocio,
If
obviamente tú
this
no te
is a
puedes
job
dedicar
or
al
a work that
100%,
you can't
puedes sacar
dedicate to at
una hora al día
100%,
por lo menos.
you can get
Sí,
at
ok,
least an
listo.
hour a
Entonces, en
day.
esa hora, ¿yo qué voy a hacer? Voy a llamar a
Okay, what
5
am I going
personas,
to do
voy a
in
mandar
that hour?
textos,
I'm going
me
to
voy a
call
ir a un
5
café,
people.
voy
I'm
a
going to
invitar
send
a dos,
text. I'm
tres
going to
amigas a
go to a
tomarse
coffee.
un té
I'm going
conmigo, un
to
café,
invite
les
2 or
voy a hablar
3
de la
friends
oportunidad de
to
negocio.
have a
Tenemos que
tea
ser
with me or a
intencionales,
coffee. I'm going to
porque
talk about the
evidentemente mis
business. We need to
clientes
be
o una
intentional.
persona como Rachel, una persona como yo, una
So
persona
someone
como
like
cualquiera de ustedes que
Rochelle,
está
like
siguiendo el negocio,
me,
no
like
nos va a
anyone
caer
who's
del lado.
working the business,
Tenemos que
is
ir en
not
busca
going
de
to
ellos, ¿no?
just
Así
have
como
it
en
falling
cualquier
from a
industria.
tree. We have to go after it, like in any
Así
industry.
que, bueno, no sé si hay preguntitas por aquí, vamos a
So
ver.
I don't know if there's any questions
Pongan
here.
preguntas en el
Let's see.
chat, aprovechen, tenemos 5, 10
Write
minutitos
down
más
questions
antes
in
de
the chat. We have
terminar.
5 or 10 more minutes before finishing.
Yo solamente quería comentar algo y
Oh,
volver
I just wanted to
a
comment
recapitular nada
something
más.
and
Es
recap
importante que ustedes
that it
con
is
este tipo de cosas
important
semanalmente,
for
como habían
you
dicho,
with these kinds of
es bueno
things
porque eso les va a ayudar
weekly
a
to
sacar
do
el
this
máximo
because
provecho.
this
Laura lo que
is
hace es,
going to
se va a
take
ver dónde le
you
faltan
to
más a sus
leverage
bajos
the
de
maximum.
meta,
Laura
sabe
always
dónde
sees
puede
where she
sacar el
has more
máximo valor
binary.
de
She
su
knows where she
compra
can
y
get
de
the
verdad
greatest
poderlo
bonus
hacer
from
la
her
próxima semana
purchase.
es ver las
And
actividades
we can do it. Rachel
todos los
Jimena,
lunes,
it's
ellos qué
seeing what
tienen que
activities
hacer
that week
para
after
que
week,
pueda
every
ser,
Monday
puede
they have
ser
to
los
do
rangos de su equipo,
so they
la
can reach the
compra,
ranks of their
revisar mis
team, the
comisiones, ver mis
repurchasing,
datos
checking their
disponibles desde Excel hacia
commissions,
calendario, o sea, puedo dar
seeing the left
5
and the
actividades
right side of the
simplemente que
binary.
todos
I
los
can give
lunes
you
son
five
importantes
activities.
para que sea su plan
Each
de acción en
Monday,
esta semana
you
y
have
créeme
to
que si
make sure
alguien
that's your
lo
action
lleva
plan. And
todos los
believe me,
lunes y lo
if
que ve
somebody
en su
takes it
oficina
each
virtual
Monday and
lo
what they see in
acciona,
their virtual
créeme que va a haber
office, they
muchos
take
cambios
action.
diferentes porque la
Believe
gente
me,
quiere
there's
tener
going
más
to be a
resultados
lot of
y les digo,
changes
de todo
because
mi
people
corazón,
who
que
have
lo que
more
ve en su
results,
oficina
and
y
I'm telling you,
acciona con lo que le
people
faltan. Si no
that
están viendo
take
cómo está su
action are the
negocio,
ones who have more
pueden
results.
saber
If
dónde
they're not
tienen que
seeing how
meter
their
la
business is,
gente,
how
dónde
can they
tienen
know
que
where they
sacar
need to
más el
put
máximo
people,
provecho. Entonces,
where they
ese
need
es
to
clave para mí.
leverage
Entonces,
more?
si el
So
dado
that is
momento
key for
veamos
me.
las
So
5
if in that moment we see those 5 key things in the office for them to have goals, there's a great difference there from people who have results today and are growing from the people who say, Roberto, I don't know where to put people in. There are people who say, Roberto, one side changed, but I never checked my office, so I can help you with that.
Buenísimo eso, gracias, gracias Roberto.
Amazing, Roberto. Thank you. Thank you.
Hay algunas preguntitas, ¿no?
There's a few more questions here.
Bueno, Marlene dice,
For
"Recién me
example,
inscribí, voy por la
Marlene
promoción
says,
de las 9
I just enrolled. I'm going for the 9-week promotion. Amazing, that bonus. There's a lot of people who lost it because they didn't take that into account. And they have 9 weeks once they start, and they have to dedicate it all the time, and there's a money there. And there they saw that Laura did take it. $450 in 9 weeks
Eso fue adicional, simplemente
just
por
by
llegar a
reaching the rank. That was additional, just by reaching the rank.
Tere está preguntando, ¿qué pasa si alguien que metió
Tere
varios
is
clientes por alguna
asking what happens
circunstancia
if
deja de
somebody who
meter
enrolled a
clientes y de
different
vender y
customers for
depende de
any
su red? Creo que
circumstance
esta es la
starts
magia de la
taking
red
care of their
mercadeo y eso es lo
network?
que a mí me
I think
encanta,
this
porque si
is key in
Rachel
network
mañana no
marketing.
está,
This is something I
yo
love because if
tengo
Rachel isn't there
toda la
tomorrow,
información del equipo de Rachel,
I have all the
porque
information
lo
from
podemos
Rachel's
ver, lo
team
podemos conseguir. ¿Qué hacemos
because we
nosotras?
can see it,
Mandarle
we can
mensajes a esa
reach it.
persona.
What do we
Hola,
do?
mira, entendí que
We send a
Rachel
message to
se
that
fue,
person.
pero aquí
Hey, I
estoy para
understood that
ayudarte.
Rachel
Cuéntame
left,
qué
but here I
te puedo
am to
ayudar,
help
cómo
you.
te podemos
Tell me
colaborar. O sea,
let me know what
esa es
I
la
can
magia.
help
O
you
sea, la
with,
gente de
how
Rachel
we
es mi gente
can work
también. Somos
together. That's
todo
magic.
un
Rachel's
equipo.
people is my
Entonces,
people
nuevamente,
here.
para
We are one
responderte esa
team.
pregunta,
So
es
again,
ir
to
y tocar a
answer
esa
to that
gente
question
de esa persona
is
que se
to
fue,
go
o me
and
equivoco,
touch
Roberto.
those people
Ok,
from that
fíjate,
person
Giselle,
who
porque
left, right,
recuerda que
Roberto?
reportes que
Yes,
ustedes son
Jimena, that is correct,
primero
because
mi
remember
gente
that
personal,
the enrollment, they
después
said
mi
first
gente de
my
mis tres
personal
primeras
team,
líneas. Yo quiero
afterwards
ver
my
qué hago
people
de
from my
promoción.
first
Entonces,
3
por ese
lines,
ejemplo,
or
te vas a ese
something
reporte y dices,
about
quiero
the
ver qué pasó
enrollment.
con
In
todos
that
los de
example, you
Rachel.
go to the
¿Ves
report
todos?
and you
Ahora sí,
say,
como tú dices,
I
Giselle,
want to see
le
who is
puedo
everyone
marcar.
from
Oye,
Rochelle. And
¿qué te
after
puedo
that,
ayudar? Entonces,
you
ustedes pueden
start
ver
calling them. What can I
todas las
help you with? So
personas
there
que hay
you
debajo de
can see
ustedes. Yo decía
all the
personal,
people who
y
are
si pasa
underneath
eso,
them,
el
I would
mismo
say
reporte
personally,
les
but if
dice
that
no,
happens,
no
the
solo de
same
su equipo,
report
sino de las
says
demás
not only
líneas
from
y
your
de
team, but out of
toda
the
la gente
first 3
patrocinada
and
de
all
ustedes
the
para abajo.
people
Entonces,
who are
es muy sencillo
enrolled
también.
from yours downward. So yes, it's very easy.
A ver, ¿quién más por aquí?
Okay, let's see who else.
Veo muchas personas que han entrado nuevas. Recuerden, genial si ustedes
I
entran a
see
la
many
página web
new people. Remember, if you go into the webpage,
ahí está
wellnessrep.org,
su onboarding de 20
you
días.
have your
Ahí
onboarding,
sube
20-day
todas las
onboarding.
grabaciones, está el
There you have all the
psicólogo de
recordings in school.
que es lo
Each
inicial que
Monday we
tienen que
have the
hacer.
onboarding too, which is the
Exacto,
initial thing that you
autorización,
need to know.
primeros datos que
How to
tienen que
use your
ingresar.
back office, the first
Siempre
data that you
ese
have
es
to
el
have.
de
So
nosotros
always make sure,
administrar
ladies and gentlemen, that you go to the
deben entrar
people that you enroll and
guiarlos
let them know
en ese
that they have to
proceso,
go in
¿cierto?
and
Porque
they have to be guided in that start because it's
acompañarlos
very
ahí está el
important.
ingreso jwellnessred.org.
Jay put it there,
Mm,
wellnessrev.org.
Tere dice, pero si
Exactly.
esa persona está arriba de ti, te deja,
Tere
te dejó
says, but
sola.
if that
Tere, si
person
estás aquí, no
is
estás sola.
on
Mira todas las
top of you,
personas
they
que
left
estamos
you
contigo.
alone. If you're
Está
here, they're
Rachel,
not
estoy
with
yo,
you.
seguro
You're not
muchas en
alone.
los
Look at all the
chats,
people who
busca
are with
ayuda.
you. Rachel,
Al final,
myself,
este
you're
negocio
probably
es
in the
nuestro, no
chats.
es de nadie más.
Search for
Nuestro
help.
negocio es de
This
nosotros
business
para
is
abajo.
ours, is
O
nobody
sea,
else's.
tenemos nuestro apoyo, obviamente, con nuestros uplines y demás,
We
pero
have
sí,
support from our
nuevamente, lo
uplines,
que les dije al
but
principio, si
again,
tomamos
what
este
I
negocio
said at
como
the
nuestro
beginning,
negocio
if we
y
take this
nuestra
business as our
responsabilidad,
business and
podemos
our
sacarlo adelante.
responsibility,
Con la información que
we
tenemos
can
como equipo,
leverage it
en
with the
YouTube,
information
los
that we
emails que
have
manda la
as a
compañía,
team in
metiéndote a tu
YouTube,
back
the emails
office
from the
e
company going to
investigando,
your back
jugando
office and
con la página web
investigating,
y pues,
playing with the
¿no?
webpage,
Haciendo la tarea.
and doing our
A ver, ¿qué
homework.
más?
Let's see what else.
Estaba checando. Sí, Anita preguntó, ella es una de las directas mías, ya después de las 9 semanas no hay oportunidad de hacer
Yes, they're asking
bono de inicio, no.
after the 9 weeks, we never had the opportunity to
Solamente
do
las primeras
the
9 semanas, pero
initial
igual en el
bonus.
caso de
Only the
Laura,
first
ella iba a
9
tener
weeks,
dos
but look
personas
at
que ya estaban en el
Laura's case.
manager
She
1 y
had
2
2
estrellas que
people
ya
who were
ganaban. O sea,
already in
no
manager
solamente
1 and
ganan
2 stars
esas
and
9 semanas,
already
sino que
earned
hacen ustedes,
not
si
only
ustedes
from
tienen a
those
personas
9 weeks
que
of
le
what
están
you do.
ayudando manager
If
1 o
you
2
have
estrellas
people who are helping
personalmente,
you in manager
ustedes
1,
pueden ganar
2
$12
stars
o
personally,
25.
you can
Yo
earn
digo que está
$12
limitado, ¿no?
or
Yo tuve
25,
a
and it's
4
limited, right?
managers que
If
les
I
estuve
had
ayudando
4
en 2 estrellas
managers
y
that
fueron
I was helping with 2
semanas,
stars, I can
semanas
earn
simplemente por ayudar.
$100
Entonces,
week
no,
after
no
week
pueden
just
dejar de
by
hacerlo. Lo
helping.
déjalo
So you
ustedes las
can't
9
stop
semanas, pero
earning
si ustedes ayudan a personas a volverse manager,
during those 9
todas
weeks.
las
But if you
semanas
help
pueden ir y
people to
ganan
become
ese bono
managers
y está
every week,
ilimitado. Si alguien dice,
you
oye,
can
pero
earn
tengo
that
4
bonus,
personas en
and
manager,
limited. You say, hey, Roberto, I have 4 people in manager 2-star, you get $200. You have 6, you get 300. There's no limit for that. So not only do you earn it, you earn it from all the people that you enroll personally that helps you reach manager 1 and 2 stars.
Todos ustedes
What does that mean, Roberto? It means that all of you, maybe I didn't get that bonus after 2 weeks, Time and Jay, but right now, all the people who enroll newly and I help them to reach manager, it's exactly the same thing. They get 25, we get 250, they get 250, we get 225. Each person who enrolls underneath you and you help, you can get the bonus. Not you personally, but each partner that you help has an active bonus. So that's not the moment. I need that you can earn it, but from the people that you helped reach manager,
Y
each
algo
one of
que
them.
creo que deberíamos hacer todos después de
And
esta
something that
llamada
I think we should all do
es
after
cuando
this call
tengamos la grabación, obviamente la
is
vamos a
that once
compartir
we
en todos
have the
los chats.
recording that obviously
Si
we're going to
tienen
share in all the
a
chats,
personas que acaban de firmar,
if
si
you
acaban de
have people
firmar
who you just enrolled,
independientemente si entraron como
or
socios o tienen
regardless if they
permiso,
started
díganles,
as partners,
incluso podemos
ask them for
cortar esta
permission. You
llamada y
can even
solamente
say,
poner el pedacito
let's
de
cut this
Roberto y la
call and only
explicación que
put
dio.
Roberto's
Y
part in
díganle a
his
esa persona, mira, yo
explanation
te voy a mandar
and
este
tell them,
video
look, I'm
para
going
que
to send
veas
you
lo que
this
se puede
video
hacer si un
so
día
you can see
decides
what can be
entrar a
done
hacer
if
este
one
negocio
day you
conmigo
decide to
y lo
start this
hacemos
business
juntas.
with me and
Consigamos
we
dos
can do it
personas
together.
y
Let's
yo
get
consigo
two
dos
people
también y
and I'll
empecemos a
get
ganar
two
dinero juntos.
also and
Mira,
we can
mira
start
esta
earning
llamada.
money together.
Si
Look,
acabas de
look at
firmar
this
a
call.
alguien, antier, envíale esta
Did you
llamada.
just enroll
Corta el
someone the
pedacito de
day
la
before
explicación de
yesterday?
Roberto,
Look at the
porque la
call.
gente quiere ver
Cut
números
the
y esto es
person
una
of
historia
Roberto's
de éxito
explanation because
real,
people want to see
¿verdad? No nos lo
numbers, and this
estamos
is a story
inventando.
of
Entonces,
true
muéstrale a
success.
las personas
We're
las
not making
posibilidades
it
que
up.
hay
So show
dentro
people
de esta
the
empresa,
possibilities
dentro de
they
este
have
plan de
inside
compensación.
this
Yo no
company, this
llevo un año en redes de
compensation plan.
mercadeo,
I
llevo,
haven't been
de
for a
hecho,
year in network
7 a
marketing.
8 años.
I have
Y
been
le
for
puedo decir,
7
el plan
or
de
8 years,
compensación que tiene
and I can
Lifewave
tell
es
you that the
demasiado
compensation plan that
generoso.
Lifewave has
Y
is
también le
too
puedo
generous.
decir que es
And
lo que
I can
más he
also
visto
tell
que la
you
gente no lo
that this is
aprovecha.
where I've
No
seen
sé si es
most that
porque
people
no
do
lo
not leverage
entienden.
it. I don't
Entonces,
know it's because they
tarea,
don't
si tú no
understand it.
entiendes este
So
plan de
homework,
compensación, lo
if you
primero
don't
que tienes que hacer
understand the
es entenderlo.
compensation plan, the
A lo
first
mejor
thing
no
you
lo
need
vas
to
a
do
entender
is
la primera vez,
understand
a
it.
lo mejor lo vas a
Maybe
tener que
you
ver
won't
2, 3,
understand it the
5,
first
10
time.
veces
Maybe you
como
need to
yo.
see it two,
Incluso
three,
hace
five,
poco
10
Roberto me
times like
hizo
me.
un repaso
And a
nuevamente
little
del
while
plan de
ago,
compensación
Roberto
porque es
did
muy
a
complejo. Pero si entiendes
compensation
lo
plan
básico, te
explanation because
sientes
it's very
segura, te sientes
complex. But
seguro
if you
para
understand the
hablar,
basic
porque la
and you
persona cuando
feel
te
sure to
escucha
talk
con
about it,
seguridad y tú le
because
dices,
the person that hears you,
Sí, creo que
La
se,
perdimos,
oh,
¿cierto?
we lost
se
her.
perdió, sí, sí.
Sí, se frizó. Y tan bueno que estaba todo lo que estaba diciendo
Sí,
primero
sí,
Gina.
sí, pero,
And what she was saying
pero
was
ojo, yo
amazing.
estoy totalmente de acuerdo.
Yes, but I
Lo de
totally
le
agree. The
agarra el plan de
people
compensación. Por eso le digo que
that
si van a hacer
understand the
eso hace
compensation
una
plan, that's
diferencia.
why I tell
Ahora,
them that
que
week
a mí si
after
me
week,
preguntan,
they're
o
making a
Laura,
difference.
o cualquier
If
persona
you
que
ask me
vea
about
exactamente
Carmen or Laura
cómo
or anybody
sabe
who
el plan de
sees this
compensación,
exactly, it's
sabe qué
because
es
they
el
know
plan.
about the
Entonces, si
compensation
alguien
plan.
comprende bien
They
el plan de
know how to
compensación y lo
leverage it.
aplica
So if someone
semanalmente,
understands the
ese es el
compensation
resultado.
plan and
Esos 7
applies
mil
it
dólares
every week,
es porque
that is the
alguien les está
result.
ayudando a decir,
Those
tienes que hacer esto,
$7,000
tienes
is
que...
because
Entonces,
somebody's telling them,
estoy
you need to
totalmente
do
de acuerdo
this or
con
you need
Jimena.
to do
Entonces, si
that. So I
alguien
totally
se
agree
detiene
with
a
Jimena.
leerlo todo eso,
I think
que
that
queda
if
claro
somebody
para que alguien pueda
stops to
hacerlo
look all
semana a
that,
semana.
that is the
Totalmente, ¿eh?
key for somebody
Porque
to
es
do
el
it
caso
week
de ella,
after
¿eh?
week,
Así lo
totally,
hace.
because
Ella
that's
lo
her
conoce, por
case.
eso lo aplica. Y más
And she
porque el
knows that's why she
colaborador
applies
lo
it. And
conoce y le
because the
enseñó esa persona.
sponsor
Entonces,
knows
es
and
hacerlo.
shows
Si
that
ustedes no lo
person.
conocen o
So
la gente
you
no
have
lo
to
ve,
do it. If
creen que
you
es un
don't know
número
it or
más
the
de
person
una
doesn't know
persona.
it, do you
Entonces,
think your team
¿cómo
is
lo
going to
están
know it?
haciendo
They're
ustedes?
not.
Y
So
créeme,
how are
eso sí
you
es
doing
mucha
it? And
diferencia,
believe me
mucha
that that makes a
diferencia.
great difference to know the
Increíble. En este
compensation
caso
plan.
me encantó, Roberto.
And
Gracias
in
por
this
traerlo
case, this is something that I loved, Roberto. Thank you for bringing
realmente
that up
podemos ver
because I
entonces
think
nueve
that we
formas.
can
Y
see,
pueden ver
look,
más
I've
videos
always
ahí.
said this,
Y hay
9 ways
personas
of
que no
earning
toman
money. And
acción
there are
hasta
people
que
who have
entienden
not
uno.
taken action
Yo
until
soy de
they
las
understand
personas
the
que
9 ways.
entiendo uno
I am
y
one
lo
of those
aplico.
people
Y
that
ya no
say,
me
I
siento
understand one
preocupada,
and I
entendí
apply
dos
it.
y
And
lo
I
aplico.
earned a
Y ya
certain
veo el
money.
video de
I
todo el
understood
mundo
two
y
and
a
I
la persona le
see
hice
the video of
acción.
everyone.
Hay
And at the same
personas,
time,
muchas
I
personas,
take action.
a
There are a lot of
tener
people
el
who wait
conocimiento
to have the
completo, perfecto
knowledge, the
para actuar.
complete, perfect
No,
knowledge to
no
start
seamos así,
acting.
seamos un poco flexibles,
Let's not be
entendimos
that way.
nosotros mismos y
Let's
ahora
be a bit
entendí,
flexible
entonces
and understand it.
estudiemos
Hey, I
este caso como
understood
lo
this.
decía
Let's
Jimena.
study
Nosotros
this
vamos a tratar
case, like Jimena
de
said.
editarle el video, pero
We
si
are going to
ustedes
try
ven
to
o ven
edit
esta
the video.
grabación, cortan
But
el
if not,
video y
you
esto
can see
lo
this
hacen en
recording. You
Canva,
can cut the
independiente de cómo
video.
ustedes lo pueden
You
hacer.
can do it in CapCut or whatever you want to do, you can cut it and have it ready, just like we have testimonials for each time that you want, depending on the condition that the person, just like we have the agents that we use for you and the compensation plan for the patches. So let's do that homework and let's start to talk, to change, to talk to people with what we understand. She used 4. Depending on her rank, I use 9, 4. Okay, I'm in this rank, but I understand and I give the class and I train and we continue until we learn the 9 ways. But let's not get stuck. If you just started, your onboarding is important. It's important to be in the webpage, important to be in the chats. Don't lose anyone's call. We always have to be in those calls. You're going to learn from all of them different things. And you can do your own version, but you have to know that you have to prospect and talk about the product and do the things that include this type of business, which we love. Roberto, a million thank yous. I don't know if Jimena wasn't able to come back. She doesn't have internet connection. I'm not sure. Thank you for your time.
Se le fue el internet, no tiene internet, me acaba de escribir. Entonces, Roberto, un millón de gracias por este tiempo.
No, al contrario, gracias.
Roberto,
aquí
thank you
estoy
so
lo que
much for this
necesiten, a sus
time.
órdenes.
Of course,
Y bueno,
whatever you
Diego,
need,
si
I'm
realmente
here for
quieres
you.
más casos,
And
más
if you
historias de
truly
éxito,
want to see
casos
more
con
cases
advanced
and
y
more
core,
success
claramente los podemos hacer.
cases with
Entonces,
advanced
lo
and
que les
core, we
pueda
can
ayudar para
clearly
su
do that.
crecimiento, con todo gusto, aquí estamos.
Whatever I can help you to grow, I'm here for you. We
Nos
will
vemos.
continue
Buena tarde a
using you.
todos. Un
Thank you.
gusto
Have a great
verlos.
evening. It was a pleasure seeing you. Bye-bye.